Welcome. Psychic journaling. Psychic journaling is something that I accidentally discovered way before I began reading tarot professionally. I'm Fiona McLeod, spiritual teacher, solar line therapist, tarot card reader, etc. And today I'm going to explore and explain psychic journaling with you. Now, since discovering this, I actually also discovered it was already a thing that was coined automatic writing. However, automatic writing may have more rules than I allow the psychic journaling to have. Now, what psychic journaling ultimately gives you is answers to your questions. It's very mystical, it's kind of spooky, it's amazing. It's your connection to your higher self, to the universe, to your heart self, to your best self. It's like a best friend who is super wise, or maybe a therapist who can help advise you on a topic or a circumstance or life itself. So allow me to explain how this came about for me. You see, I was exploring journaling as a creative outlet more than a healing tool, although it is both. You see, what I was doing, I was writing blogs, I was experimenting with gratitude journaling, and ultimately one day I produced this powerful blog and I read it and I thought, I did not write that. That is pretty good. And my mother actually happened to be coming around that day to my house, and I showed her this piece of writing. And I said, I did not write that. That's pretty amazing, right? And she too thought it was a profound piece of writing. And within this writing, it wasn't about question and answers. It was more about philosophy, wisdom, great advice about how to live life. And from there, I knew something was brewing. So, what I discovered is that when we allow ourselves to freestyle write and allow our mind to be in the ethers or let go and simply surrender to the moment, you'll be surprised at how easily you can channel a flow of consciousness, you could say. Now, what happens when we do this psychic writing or automatic writing, psychic journaling, or whatever you would like to coin it, we ultimately ask ourselves, or the universe at large, which is one and the same, a question for our highest development, for our highest evolvement, for our evolution. So ultimately, you're asking questions to help you be more of your best self, yet you can ultimately use it for simple things in life as well. Not so much egotistical stuff. It does work for that. However, whether you're going to get, greater fulfillment and a sense of personal understanding is maybe not on the same page as that. Therefore, what we do is you sit down, usually in a quiet space. However, once you get used to this, you can do it wherever you like. I personally love writing first thing in the morning. I find that I'm kind of half awake, half asleep, and that means that you're still in a bit of an unconscious, subconscious state. It's like your brain hasn't quite flipped into the awake brainwave yet, and you're still in that dreamlike state. You're still tapped in to another realm, you could say. Now, before you have a conversation with anyone, before you really check your phone or do anything, you simply pick up a pen and paper and start writing. Now, in the beginning, this may not be that profound. You might just be thinking, I don't even know what to write. What is this all about? And therefore, I suggest that you ask a question. So you start by, what do I need to hear right now? Or, what is my soul trying to tell me right now? Or, where shall I go from here? Or you could ask a question about, why am I experiencing this challenge at this time? Personally, if I was you, I'd start off with something really open, like, what do I need to hear right now. Now, once you write that question, I suggest you just start writing all the thoughts that are coming through your mind. Now, this might look like I'm really hungry, I can't wait for my coffee, I should be exercising. So, first of all, you've got that conscious mind chatter. Over time, that dwindles faster and you launch into a deeper flow. Once that chatter has left the building, so to speak, you can continue to write and allow the words to start formatting on their own. Now, when you begin this process, really you are allowing. You're not seeking, you're not expecting, you're simply allowing. And that's a process that most humans struggle with. Most people have an intention they want to get the result of, or an expectation, or they're doing it for a reason. Often it's best just to surrender and see what comes through. Now, the most important part, especially in the beginning of learning this, is to not stop writing. Continue moving your hand at all times. And that may mean that some of your writing makes no sense at all. However, you know how your mind goes. There is always something going on in the background. We are always thinking, whether it's a fast thought and lots of thoughts at once, or simply sleepy thoughts about having your breakfast. Either way, we are always having a dialogue going on in the background. So just write that. And eventually, because your intention is to experience psychic writing, psychic journaling, a flow, an answer from your higher self, you will actually step into that zone more easily simply because you have that intention. So once you've had a few days of practicing just writing whatever is on your mind, I do suggest at least 10 minutes in your first few experiences. And over time, you may find that you start to naturally write an introduction, such as, "Dear one, we are here. We love you. We are always here. You are fully supported." Now, that might seem like a whole lot of la la la, yet it is your first introduction to understanding that you are fully supported by this universe. You really, really do have that unconditional love from a higher source, from a greater intelligence. You are a soul having a human experience, and that human has free will. And the only thing that leads us astray to struggles and suffering and untoward circumstances is some of those free will choices, because they are usually coming from our human ego. Now, when I say ego, I don't mean bravo, peacock ego. I simply mean the human mind, as opposed to the soulful mind. You see, the human mind is more about the self in a greedy sense, and the soulful mind is all about love and connection and unity. So you always know when your soul is speaking to you, when it's all about a love energy. If there is any fear in the mix, it's usually akin to a belief that your human mind, your human ego has made true for you. Your true essence is pure love. And that is the message that you'll receive when you actually start to tune in and tap in to this higher wisdom. Now, once you master the flow and you get some strange messages and you allow it to happen, just keep working with it, keep doing it. I'm going to jump to the chase though and let you know what you can lead into further down the track. Because later on, when you get practiced at this, you can simply have a question and you write the question down and then you allow the answer to come. I can do this in like 30 seconds in the middle of nowhere. Although these days I don't actually need to use the pen and paper. This is one of the avenues that accidentally, on purpose, launched my channeling ability, my intuition, my clairvoyance. It was the prompter that opened up some of the portals into being able to receive information that I was not privy to from a logical perspective. So it's pretty powerful stuff to help you be more intuitive, to help you stop and listen to yourself and to witness yourself so that you can make decisions that are consciously creative for your best life, not unconsciously destructive and causing you more patterns of drama and disease and disharmony. Therefore, I suggest that you begin by jumping out of bed, grabbing your pen and paper, and freestyle writing for 10 to 15 minutes for a number of mornings in a row. And when you have a question, simply pop that at the top of the page. Allow yourself just to write, and sink into the ability to open your heart and receive. Allow. Now, some people have found that it's easier to address themselves. Dear Fiona, or dear heart. You don't need to think about what you will be doing. This is a process that unfolds over time and it is unique to you. I'd love to hear in the comments how you have experienced automatic writing or psychic journaling. What wisdom have you received from simply writing and allowing yourself to tap out of the mind into the heart and explore that flowing, loving wisdom that is available to everyone? We simply need to get out of our own way and listen more, not only to ourselves and others, but to the universe itself. You are an extension of source energy. You have magical powers. And this is your stepping stone into exploring more of the mysteries that this beautiful multiverse offers you. Give it a go, guys. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it, and we look forward to seeing you back here soon. Thanks so much. Give me a thumbs up and show your appreciation. Share this with a friend who may be feeling stuck right now, or maybe use it for yourself if you're struggling to find the best direction for your life. Lots of love. See you real soon. Ciao for now. Bye, guys.